Uh, Now, Krishna, see, we were talking about different countries, right? And then now coming to the services part, see, uh, most of the consultancies, this is a normal services we do offer, you know, which are required and which are to be supported to the student, right from they just walk into the office. So they look for different countries where they can fit in. So we have to understand what is your profile first, right? What you have done, and then now we also check your education background, and then we also suggest what else would be required if you want to apply to a foreign university. Okay, see, unlike in India, we have different universities where you need to write your entrance exams, right? You have to get qualified, and only then, if you get a good rank, you get into a decent university. Now, same thing, more or less, same thing applies with the foreign universities also. They look for your percentages, your education percentages, your academic background, if you have any backlogs. Okay, so we help you understand those things. How many backlogs are accepted by which all universities, and basing on that, where you fit in. Okay, and apart from that, you'll also have to have an English exam. Okay, and that is offered by different companies, and most popular you might have heard, it is IELTS, then you have PTE, and the older exam is TOEFL, right? And that is more popular in US. Now it is accepted worldwide, so you can opt to write any of these examinations. And especially for the USA, if you're choosing to go to the USA, I go deep later. But if you choose to go to study in the USA, some universities may also ask you to write a GRE exam or a GMAT exam. Okay, and these are different exams if you want to pursue your engineering or management higher studies in the US universities. It is not mandatory, but it depends on the university requirement. They may or may not ask you to write these two exams, but more or less the IELTS, TOEFL or PTE are compulsory exams where they would like to understand how good are you with that English language. Okay, now after that, now you have to start your application. So we take care of your application. We check your, as I said, we check your eligibility. Then we also seek your documents, right from your 10th standard till your highest qualification. And then, of course, your passport. And without that, you cannot apply to a foreign university. So we also take your passport copy, and then we start the admission process. And eventually, once the admission and the application process starts, in 2-3 weeks, or in 6 weeks, depending on the university or the institution, you get your offer letter. Okay, and from here, the steps may differ depending on the country. Some countries may ask you to pay a fee in advance. Some countries may not ask you to pay your fee in advance. So that we can discuss when we come to the country, when you choose it. But this, more or less, this will be a standard way of application process or the admission process, I would say. Okay, and then of course you'll have to get your medicals done, which will be a normal chest X-ray. Okay, and then you also have to get your PCC done or police clearance done before you apply for your visa, right? And we help you with all these services, which of course though look very small. I don't say they are complicated, but you have to go step by step, where your process and your journey is smooth when you get into the university or the country, right? So I'll discuss more about this in my later talks.